Okay, so I just wanted to honor Amanda Todd for a minute because she did fall victim to cyberbullying. And what happens is people get together and they think, let's all join in on this. And when people join in on it, then it becomes, like a lot of people say, that mob mentality. Someone says something or does something that one person doesn't like, so everybody jumps in on that train. And sometimes people get backed in the corner. Some people lash out in different ways. And I'm just going to go over a few things that I found in research and what causes people to cyberbully. And the different types of actual bullying and cyberbullying. So I want to share with you guys a few things. Let me get it pulled up. So our brain works in mysterious ways. The neocortex is the upper part of the brain. And basically, this part of the brain allows us to invent, and create. And research has shown that this is the part of the brain that controls our impulses. So sometimes it doesn't control it that well. And I believe it has something to do with genetics. Honestly, I did a research in grad school that had to do with children's behaviors, and is it genetic? The way they behave is addiction genetic. And one of the things that I researched is when children are adopted at birth, there is a genetic behavior that they carry with them. So even though they were not raised by those people, they tend to carry on those traits with them. So I do believe that genetics plays a role. However, I did find a article that talks about actual what they did when they researched children. And let me pull up that for you guys. So, are babies born bullies? And I found this so interesting because it tells us kind of like what happens when children interact when they're babies. So this study actually was for children, and what they did was they gave, and there's a video on this, they gave the babies, which I believe they range from 9 to 14 months, 2 bowls of snacks. And what would happen was the babies that would get like maybe the graham crackers, and there was one with the green beans. So once they got those snacks, then they pulled out stuffed animals. And when they pulled out that stuffed animal, they they would say, "Oh, that graham cracker, snack's good, yummy, yummy." And then they would do with the other one, "Ooh, I don't like the graham cracker," and they would do the same thing with the green beans. So the little ones that chose the graham crackers would veer towards the stuffed animal that liked the graham cracker. And something that I found was written in the article, it says the experiment takes a slightly sinister turn when the children are shown videos of the puppets bullying each other. Not only did the children not mind when their favorite puppet picked on the puppet who chose differently from them, they also showed favoritism to the new puppets who bullied the puppet that liked different snacks from the infant. When I went through different types of bully behavior, I also pulled up information about adult bullies. They're not interested in working things out. They're not interested in compromise. Adult bullies are only interested in power and domination. What is a cyberbully? Cyberbullying is a repeated and intentional use of digital technology to target another person with threats, harassment, or public humiliation. Cyberbullying makes use of digital technology, which means that people bully or are bullied through their mobile devices, tablets, and computers. Verbal adult bullying. We see this a lot. I mean, I showed screenshots of CK's stuff before. We see where they like to start rumors about their victims. In this case, let me see. I'm going to show. She says, did I tell you that Emily is doing cam sex and not getting paid? Some old man hired her one night and then stiffed her on it. She does it for old men. This was her way of trying to humiliate this person. Narcissistic adult bullying. Self-centered, does not show empathy for others. They don't care about the consequences. They only want to feel good about him or herself. Impulsive adult bully. And I would have to say, I mean, I've seen this one where people are being bullied and then they go back and retaliate and they say really awful, mean things in retaliation. So they're bullying as well. And usually a bully has been bullied in the past. Secondary adult bully. This is someone that does not initiate the bullying, but joins in so that he or she does not actually become a victim down the road.
Were always cleavage and weight, always making fun of my weight. And this, luckily I'm a pretty strong person, so knock on wood, I got through it just fine. But my weight was always a sensitive issue because I actually struggle with an autoimmune condition that at the time I was doing YouTube was actually disabling for me. So while I was going through that, she would just keep attacking me for my weight. And unfortunately, my weight in large part is due to the medications I take to control that autoimmune condition. So some of it is beyond my control. So it was extremely, it was really hurtful. Not even so much that like, oh, somebody's calling me fat, I'm going to cry about it, but more hurtful that somebody could just be so nasty to somebody else and try to get their followers to follow suit. That really took a lot of the fun out of YouTube for me and ended up being part of why I left.
I think it's good to hear what other people have to say about what happened to them, how they're feeling, because people need to understand that what they're doing is not okay and can cause harm to others.
He's not against cancel culture, but he just insinuated to the 35 people watching his live stream and anybody who watched it on replay for like the next day to go mass flag another creator. That is against TOS. Whether he believes that what that video had in it or not was against TOS, him inciting his audience to mass flag is against TOS and is absolutely what cancel culture is. Mr. Creator who says I'm the troll, someone who says that they are all against cancel culture, that they're all against bullying, and yet all I have shown in the receipts that I have, which I have not shown all of them, indicate that he is fooling everybody. And he deletes all of this stuff that shows these patterns of behavior. Because although I am only talking about my stuff and showing my receipts, there are two people which he refuses to address, and when he does address them, just like when he addresses me, we're trolls. We're really speaking the truth, and that scares him, so he's trying to convince his audience that we're trolls, because I'm not lying. I have no reason to lie.
No, this ain't Melissa McCarthy. This is not the girl from Bridesmaids, not the girl from Ghostbusters. This ain't the girl from the Spy movie. This ain't. We got high school pictures. High school pictures were just sent to me. Let's put them on the screen.
Thank you so much. Have a great night, and I will talk to you guys soon. Till next time, be kind to one another. Bye, guys.